Hey, Yola saxophone players, particularly talking to the Explorers, Ali and Jessica. Hope you guys are having a fantastic spring break, and I look forward to seeing you when you get back to school. Um, Hope you guys are practicing, and I know that I don't even have to tell you that, Ali or Jessica. Just keep practicing, going on what you're doing. One thing I want to go over with you is to make sure you go and buy your card, your practice card. Make sure you got all the items that you need to practice. That's going to include your pencils, your music stand, your chair, a place where you can practice, and let's say I would even have some water there, and I would have good reads, and make sure you're just all set to have a good practice. And one thing can throw you off from having a good practice is crazy reads. Make sure you got some good reads to practice so your sound is always good. It's the most important thing, I think, that a saxophone player has to be careful about is your sound. Now, the next thing I want you to do is set a timer for how long you're going to practice. Set a goal. And then if you say, I'm going to practice 20 minutes, set the timer for 20 minutes and make sure you hold yourself accountable for those 20 minutes. You know what to do in those 20 minutes. A lot of things that we go over, which is scales, long tones, and repertoire. That's what we're concentrating on the most right now. Scales, long tone, and repertoire. One thing, I passed out a packet, and I was able to give it to, maybe you got it, Jessica, Ali, you didn't get it, but I'm going to walk it around to your house probably today. I'm going to probably bring it. So by the time you see this video, you'll have that packet. So in that packet, you're going to see various ways how to practice that G major scale. You're also going to see, you're going to have a big sheet for the explanation of enharmonics. You're going to see some other things that I can't remember that's in that packet, but I'll make sure you get that packet. Maybe, you know what? I will not be able to. That packet is at Yola. So I will grab that packet tomorrow from Yola tomorrow morning and bring it around here. I'll call you and see if anyone's going to be home, and I'll bring it around tomorrow morning, which will be Thursday morning for you. So even no matter when I get that packet, you're not going to see this video probably until Friday. So you'll definitely have that packet before you see this video, Ali. So what I want you to practice, definitely I want you to practice, there's a sheet in there with chromatic scale. I want you to take a dive at that, but I don't want you to start no lower than the low C that we practice. And your low C will sound like, your low C will sound like this. So I want you to start on your low C and then play with the metronome. And this is what I want you to play on the chromatic scale, how it sounds and how it goes. Set your metronome at 60 and don't go faster than that for this. And I'm going to hold each beat for 4 beats. 1, ready. And just keep going from low C to middle C on that. So that's going to be a bunch of notes in between that, but mark on your chromatic scale sheet, just put a little hash line at the C, at the low C, and another hash line at the middle C, so you'll know I'm going to start at the low C and stop at the middle C. But play everything in between: C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B, and then C. And going down, they use flats. They would say C, B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E, E flat, D, D flat, and C. If you don't know what the difference, some notes are the same, like D flat is the same as C sharp. I provided an enharmonic chart for that at the back of the packet, so you'll be able to read that really clearly. So that's how I want you to practice the chromatic scale. I want you also, you can do the chromatic scale for long tones, and that way you can take care of your long tones at the same time. But another thing I want you to do is think about your long tones in terms of the scale. So on your G major scale, long tone it like this. See, G major. And so forth, coming down. Make sure you breathe in after. Try to hold the note for a full 4 counts before you breathe. So watch, like this. Make sure you stay on and with the metronome. So scales, you can do your long tone exercises over almost anything. Well, over anything. All you got to do is play whatever you're playing very slow. Listen for your intonation, listen for your sound. Make sure you're putting out a really good sound from your reed and your mouthpiece and all of that stuff. And make sure you're putting out a really good sound, and scales long and package and your scales. You should be practicing G major and C major. So you should be, for your G major, it should sounds like this. And of course, you can play it slower. You know what? I messed up. Let me go back. Play that with the metronome. That's what I want you to practice it. Practice it in half notes and set your metronome to 60. So that's how you play the scales. The scales you're supposed to play are C major and G major. And I'm looking forward to hearing what that sounds like when you come back. What else? So scale packet, long tones, and scales. So listen, that's going to be it for today. From this version of Saxophone Corner for the Yola musicians, particularly the saxophone players at the Beckman Yola Center. I will be looking forward to seeing all of you guys, especially the Explorers. I'll catch you on Friday. Be ready to start working right where we left off, and hope you're having a great spring break. Talk to you soon.